Get ready, Ohio. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, is coming to the Buckeye State. And to kick things off, you can get started with $100 in free bets as an early sign-up bonus. Plus, when you sign up today with promo code OhioSB, you'll be all set for when FanDuel goes live in Ohio. Then you can bet on all your favorite teams and all your favorite sports with $100 in free bets. Just download FanDuel's top-rated sportsbook app. It's safe, secure, and super easy to use. Ohio, this is your chance to get in on the action. Join today with promo code OhioSB. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NFL. 21 plus and present in Ohio. Bonus issued in non-withdrawable free bets that expire 7 days after FanDuel accepts its first real money sports wager in Ohio on 1/1/23. Unique user identity verification required. Offer ends on the go-live date. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome to the Fantasy Throwdown Podcast, bringing you the latest from the world of sports, DFS, and gambling. With over 5 years of hot takes and millions of downloads later, I guess he's been doing something right. Now, sit back and listen to one of the sharpest minds in the game. Here's your host, Dwayne Callender.
All right, folks, so recording this Monday night. The Monday Night Football game has been a colossal cluster, you-know-what, between Kyler Murray getting injured 3 plays into the game, Ramondre Stevenson getting injured, Devontae Parker getting injured. You get the drift. It's like pretty much everyone has been injured in this game in the first hour already. And maybe some guys are coming back, maybe they're not coming back. It's a complete mess. So, you can't game theory this. It's just, someone's going to end up on a winner, and it's going to look like a wacky build, unless you played, unless we get like a defensive touchdown, and maybe the defenses get there. It's just a wild slate because you could get so many random one-offs in the winning lineup. But, yeah, it is what it is. But with that being said, let's talk about the World Cup semifinals. I mean, strange tournament thus far. We got Croatia in a semifinal that I thought Croatia would have been bouncing by Japan. They survived Japan. They somehow beat Brazil when Brazil gets ahead in extra time, and Brazil somehow gives one of the worst giveaways imaginable, doesn't track back, gets buried on the only shot on target for Croatia up until that point in the game, and it was over 100 minutes into the match. Croatia didn't have a single shot on a goal and scores a goal to equalize the game, and then they win in penalty kicks. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Brazil had control of the game and just let it go, and they're going to be kicking themselves for years over that loss. I mean, that was just inexplicable how they had so many guys forward, up a goal in extra time, when all they need to do is just salt away the game, and they're good to go. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We cover what's available now, and so we've got this Croatia squad going up against Argentina. Messi might actually win a World Cup. He doesn't have to play Brazil. Messi will never get a better opportunity to win a World Cup than this year. Even though I still think France is the best team, even though they're injured, Messi has a very realistic shot of winning his first World Cup. Now, with that being said, we got the first semifinal tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time between Argentina and Croatia. The second semifinal between Morocco, the Cinderella of the tournament, versus the defending champion France. That's going to be on Wednesday afternoon. So we won't have full lineups for the 2-game slate, obviously, because of the second match. And, realistically, they're not going to announce the full starting lineups. But general idea, I would say if we get news that Gravadal is in for Croatia, for DraftKings purposes, I do like a build where we can punt at defense and still play an attacking fullback, because there's a chance that Argentina is going to have to play Tagliafico because Acuna accumulated too many yellow cards, so he's suspended for this upcoming match. Tagliafico could get the nod as the attacking fullback, which does give you another option at defense. So if you punt, it does give you a chance to pair Tagliafico with Gravadal, and we can work our way through to actually make it work from a lineup construction standpoint, because I still think for the 2-game slate, you want Messi, you want access to Griezmann, and you want access to Mbappe. In order to do that, you're going to have to find some cheap values, and Paredes is in line to play tomorrow. I talk about Tagliafico possibly getting a nod as well. If those guys are in, I'm absolutely going stars and scrubs for the 2-game build, and just load up on the offensive weapons and hope that Morocco doesn't pull off another upset special to take out France, because I will be heavy on Mbappe and Griezmann.
You ever thought about your car personality? What's your vibe? Do you like the classic fully gas-powered engine? Are you best of both worlds type, driving on battery power while keeping gas on reserve just in case? Or are you more inclined to choose a convenient hybrid ride? Whichever your vibe, there's a Hyundai Tucson to match, and powertrain to get you there. Hyundai's 2023 Tucson lineup pairs the tech you want with sleek and stylish designs. They paid attention to all the details: the seats, the dash, the available panoramic roof. You name it, Hyundai thought of it all the while making sure each trim has enough room to hold the space for your grocery runs, festival nights, and tailgates. Okay, Hyundai. When it comes to the journey, Hyundai is there for every mile. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more about the 2023 Hyundai Tucson. The 2023 Tucson plug-in hybrid is only sold in California, Colorado, Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, and Vermont.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare is here, and so is Mountain Dew.
Roger that.
Now you can unlock in-game rewards like only Dew can.
Wait, what rewards?
A Dew Operator Skin.
Man, I love Operator Skins.
Dual double XP, and even Call of Duty points.
You're kidding me. Double XP and Call of Duty points? This is incredible. I can't believe it.
Soldier, get a hold of yourself.
Oh, roger that.
Look for specially marked packaging and visit mtn2gaming.com for details and restrictions. Open to U.S. residents, 17 plus. Call of Duty points available on 12 and 24 packs and free 20 and 23.
Now, with that being said, let's talk about the showdown slate, because we have a nice $50,000 pot to first place to the winner on DraftKings for the slate contest tomorrow. So I'll be kind of looking at the overall lineups, but from my standpoint, we should have a pretty clear idea on some of these plays. In the captain spot, it's Messi. It's Messi, and the only other way I'm not playing Messi on a slate like this, again, because some folks are going to just overdo it with the ownership and just say, I can get different by playing Modric or Di Maria or Perisic on the Croatia side. Realistically, I think there's only two captain options that should be in play here: Messi or Dominik Livakovic, who's been the best keeper of the tournament thus far for the World Cup, and has been keeping Croatia in all these games with multiple saves. I would consider playing Livakovic because of the fact that we could get a scenario where, similar to Brazil, they pepper him with shots. He's constantly making saves and racking up DFS points as we go along. To me, that's the wild card, is he doesn't actually have to win the match in order to end up in an optimal. Whereas Emi Martinez, I don't expect Croatia to have no shots on target the way they did against Brazil. I do expect them to shoot at him. I just don't think they're going to get that many shot attempts overall to say that you got to play Emi Martinez. I do think that Livakovic is one of the best plays on the slate, in my opinion, just because I expect Argentina to have the ball, and I expect them to be shooting at him quite a bit. So I think he could be in line for another busy day of making saves. But from a DFS standpoint, that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for the value you get out of making saves on soccer where, goals are at a premium, and we're not likely to see that many goals here. I'd be surprised if we, because the over-under's at 2, it's looking pretty much like it's one of those games where we could get an early goal and a team chasing, and maybe they equalize, and we do this all over again in extra time. But I do think this is one of those games where we get a goal and the team just salts it away and calls it a day, and the team most likely to do that is Argentina. Now, if Croatia gets up and it's Argentina chasing the entire game, I definitely like Livakovic in the captain if you're playing that script for Croatia, because Argentina is going to just keep peppering him with shots, and he could still end up outscoring a Perisic or a Kramaric or a Petkovic if he gets the nod at Croatia F4, mainly because I expect Croatia, with the amount of minutes they've played, to start rotating guys out earlier in the second half of contests. So there's a real chance that we see subs on both sides, but especially on the Croatia side, given the number of minutes they've been playing overall. Modric, even he got subbed against Japan. So I do think that there's questions to be asked of the Croatia side as to how many minutes all these guys get, because, with soccer, you need the playing time, and with 5 subs now, as opposed to 3, we're seeing more and more tactical substitution. So a lot of these Argentina pieces, I don't agree with. So Di Maria, even if he does start, I do think that if Argentina doesn't score a goal in the first 45, Di Maria, if he starts, he's going to come off. I do think that they're going to go with Lautaro Martinez or Saul Alvarez as the striker if Di Maria gets to start and fails. If it's Saul Alvarez or Lautaro Martinez in the forward spot, then Di Maria is coming on at the 60-minute mark if they haven't scored yet. So, to me, from a game theory perspective, I'm on the Argentina side. But if you're doing Croatia, Livakovic captain makes all the sense in the world. Some of the options you should be thinking about, I already mentioned Di Maria, Perisic, Saul Alvarez for Argentina. Although Saul is pretty pricey, Di Maria is even more expensive at 11.2. Basically, anyone over 10K needs to score a goal, except Messi. Messi, because of the set pieces, the crosses he's going to do, he should hit value regardless. So, to me, this comes down to, do you think Argentina scores? And if so, when? I do think that Argentina does score and can salt this game away in extra time. But the goal itself, I expect to have it, after the 70-minute mark. So I'm thinking we may get bench substitutions, and then the goalies end up being the most valuable play outside of Messi. So you still have Messi captain. They'll set him up for a goal. And then in terms of the Croatia side, they need a penalty kick or something, or a set piece near the goal to allow Modric to score for them. That's where I think it's really going to come down to, or at least get a header for one of the forwards that they've got, and call it a day from there. So to me, that's how I see this matchup. Definitely pay attention to the lineup news, because Rodrigo De Paul could be in the mix if Di Maria sits, if Di Maria starts. De Paul is priced at $7,600. It's harder to get there pricing wise in soccer when they're not playing all the snaps. So very curious to see how the ownership lands on some of these pieces, because I can see Argentina being heavily owned in 4-2 and 5-1 builds, but I'm not seeing a plethora of goals. I think it's you play the goalies, Messi and the captain, and then start picking and choosing your pieces as to who do you think might get more crosses in the game state. So, that's all I got. So be on the lookout for Enzo Martinez at 8K. He has been a goal scoring threat all tournament. It just hasn't quite worked out for him, but he's been very active. I would want to see him be able to have another standout performance today, but we shall see how. Tomorrow, but we'll see how the game shakes out, because to me the biggest thing is the Argentina side. If they don't score, you can see a bunch of subs come in, and it doesn't matter who got the start or not. The subs, if this goes into extra time and into penalty shots, the subs can oftentimes outscore the starters because of shootout points and fantasy stats that way. So, again, I like the goalies in the flex. I like Messi captain, because those are basically the three people who are not coming off. And it's going to be a likely low-scoring game. So, we shall see. Monday Night Football still not progressing any better, so I'm going to go get on out of here. But thanks for listening. It's going to be interesting to see the news for the lineups, because Argentina has a number of ways to go, and not so much for Croatia. They kind of need that set piece or a penalty kick type situation to emerge in order to get them on the track and way more prepared of chase script. I think the chase script for Croatia leads to even more fantasy points on both sides. So we just got to see how the lineups stack up against each other, and whose strategy is able to kind of keep it simple but execute on what's needs to be done. So, that's going to do it for me. Best of luck. Hopefully this Monday Night Football game gets somewhat better. Otherwise, this could be a very early night. So, I am going to get on out of here. But enjoy the games, and we shall see who's taking home the World Cup, because it definitely ain't England after Harry Kane's miss. So, it's not coming home, folks. I'm sorry to say. But that's all I got for now. Take it easy.
Thanks for listening to the Fantasy Throwdown podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe to the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and all major outlets.
Venture X from Capital One is the travel card for people always asking,
where next?
You earn 10x miles on hotels and rental cars, and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 2x miles on everything else you buy with Venture X. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
The JCPenney Mystery Sale is back for the holidays. Through Thursday, usher in huge holiday savings with our in-store coupon giveaway. You can get an extra 30, 40, or even 50% off while they last. Simply find an associate for a coupon, then peel to reveal your deal. Hurry in now to discover the savings you've been wishing for. We got your holiday. JCPenney. Coupon valid on select styles through 12/15. Exclusions apply. Giveaway in-store only. Must be 18 years or older. See store for details.